Hello, Trigger here, Greg here, and like I've mentioned in a previous video, I like pretending to be a wizard, and I'm going to pretend to be a wizard today in the quick draft Throne of Eldraine. Did like me some Throne of Eldraine. It went on a bit too long, I felt, but it was still a fun set to do. It's a quick draft, so no time limits. We can probably whiz through it quite quickly. For those of you who remember the set, it's quite fun, wasn't it? I remember Sundering Stroke being a bombish first pick. It's expensive, but it's clearly better than anything else here. I think it's probably better than any other uncommon or common. My muscle's pretty good. I always like the Scavengers. The Lance, Sir Allura, but Sundering Stroke's got to be the pick. Claim the Firstborn pisses me off every time I see it, because I just remember it in Standard, and I really hated playing against that deck. I think we're either going for... Well, I don't want to go for the Veteran here, it's a bit early, or probably is the pick. It's the Veteran, the Reaper, or the Egg, I'd have thought. Maybe the... Well, the Adversary is probably better than the Reaper and the Egg. I think I'll take the Veteran as it's got the higher upside. Adversary is fine, but I'd rather go with the Veteran here. Ooh, that being said, I do like a bit of Trail of Crumbs, and I do like a Bog Naughty as well. But with the two red picks we've gone for, we'll go for Scorching Dragonfire and just be a little upset about the Trail of Crumbs. Well, my great idea of not taking the white card isn't working, taking the green card isn't working too well with a Grum Gully coming up. I still really like Spinning Wheel, but I'm probably going to take Grum Gully here. It's just a very strong card. Red Green's alright. I do like the Spinning Wheel, but alas, Grum Gully it is. What we got now? We got an Unexplained Vision, of which I am a fan. The Carver, though, is just a fine playable. Red Cap's fine as well, especially with Grum Gully, but I'm just going to take the Carver as it's a very fine playable card. I suppose if we're going red-green, the nice little Rampart Smasher is pretty good. Nothing here compares so much. I was actually quite a big fan of Shambling Suit. In the right sort of deck, it was a pretty decent card. I never liked these lands. Vision's still good. Return to Nature was very good in this set, but it's quite a clear Rampart Smasher here. I suppose if we're going red-green, Barge In does have a place. I'm not a big fan of the drawbridge, although I have seen it do some things. Steel Lance is great, but I think we're going to be taking the Barge In here. With that in mind, I think I'm going to take the Dwarf. We've already seen another one go round. Dwarves are pretty good in a red-green non-humans deck. The Ogre's just pretty crappy. And the Wolverine, the wrong sort of archetype. I think we're tentatively going to get rid of Veteran here. Not quite yet. Red Cap, fine. Decent one drop. There we go. There's my second of the 7 Dwarves. And I guess we just go on auto pick for the rest of the pack. Oh, 3 Dwarves. That is a title in itself. Wolf Quarry to end the pack. So we've got a red rare, which is the good news. The bad news is it's not the greatest red rare. I mean, it's a pretty clear Scorching Dragonfire, right? If we're going red-white, we'd probably taken out flat. No, we just take Scorching Dragonfire, so I'll just take that and spare everyone from me explaining why I'm taking it, because it's very good. Likewise here, I'm going to take the Searing Barrage. A nice bit of reach. Kills things the Scorching Dragonfires can't. I think it's better than Joust. And we're looking far more red-green than red-white, as the only other considerations would be these two. Well, these are decent cards. I just think the red card's safer. We're definitely red. Ooh, another Glass Casket, but of course for the 7 Dwarves. I guess the upside is to take the Barrage and hope to wheel the Dwarves, but I'm a very unlucky man. I'm going to take the Dwarves now, as there's no chance I'll wheel them, and it's nice having all these Dwarves. Pretty easy slaying fire. I mean, I'm probably going to take Fairy Godmother here. I hate the Paladin. I think it's useless. I wouldn't say useless, but it's just as a 4-mana card, it's really not where you want to be. I think the Guide Mother's pretty darn good. We could still end up red-white. Shield Breakers, nice little card. Dragon's fine, but maybe the Dragon is the pick, given that we are pretty heavy in red. I mean, I think mono red's not beyond the realm of possibility here. I think I'll take the Lock Dragon because I like the idea of a mono red deck here. We're not losing too much. Shield Breaker's just a good card. Forget it, I'm going to take the Lock Dragon. And immediately, I wouldn't say regret it. This Burrow is not really what we're going for. So we'll just take the Broom. Ogre Errant, very nice card. Go for this. And let's just go for the Red Cap Raid as well. Tentatively go for a mono red deck. And then obviously pick up all these incredible white cards. As I assume there'll be another Glass Casket. Oh no. But now flank right. If we're doing mono red, this comes up in value. Obviously my mono red is slightly worsened by the fact that we're getting some good white cards now, which I'm tempted to play. But hey ho. Here we have a Shield Breaker, some other cards, but the Shield Breaker's the only real pick for us here. I really like the Merchant of the Veil as well, but I just like the flexibility of this 2-drop, just or a squirrel. So that's nice. It's kind of a swing and a miss. Just how bad would a red-white deck be? Let's build it quickly. Well, here it is. The reason I say is because of the Pathlighter. I'm not sure how much the Pathlighter gets for us. Not really much. It gets the Shield Breaker and the Fairy Guide Mother. It makes them big. I think we'd probably take it because I don't need anything else here. I certainly don't need Fling. Oh, I didn't see the Witch Stalker. My apologies. It's just a stronger card. I think red-green's further away from where we are, though. Let's go for the Pathlighter. I'm still hoping to be mono-red. Another Shield Breaker helps that. Although maybe we should just go for Merchant of the Veil at this stage. If we're going to be playing mono-red, we're going to have quite a bit of redundancy in the land column. 2 Shield Breakers. I've talked myself into it. 2 Shield Breakers. We're going to play against full artifact decks. I know it. At this stage, I'm just going to commit to the mono-red. He says when he faces 2 really good white cards, which go really well with Mysterious Pathlighter. So maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just going to take Shepherd of the Flock. Yeah, I think me getting rid of the red here is... Sorry, getting rid of the white here is just a bit desperate. Desperate to play mono red. That being said, we've got a nice little Clockwork Servant here instead of a Guide Mother. Let's take the Servant because it's comparable and it keeps the mono red dream alive. Gromgully, number 2. I guess we'll just take the Ogre Errant as red green's not happening at this stage. Ooh, Red Cap Melee is just a solid red removal spell. The Unicorn looks fine. Despite me hating on Paladin, you know what, with 4 Dwarves though, a nice little aggressive barge in. I'm still going for the mono red here. And then we'll just take the dregs. And barge in with Weaselback Redcap as well. We can make something happen there. Well, it's kind of a meh deck, but I see a lot of potential for a mono red, as I've said 36 times during this draft. So let's just see how it looks. I mean, my white's fine. It's not. I'd say it's good enough to tempt me away from this. Oh, this just looks pretty solid. I'm probably get rid of the Paladin. Let's get rid of the land so I can think. So it makes Sundering Stroke excellent. That means we can play the Dragon and the Smasher. I probably want to play 16 lands, I think, looking at our curve. Maybe not. The red caps do get notably better once we have... Well, they give you somewhere to spend your lands. What are we getting rid of? Probably just the Sorcerer's Broom. I can't see of anything we're getting rid of here. So 16 or 17, that's the question. And I'm probably going to say 16 here. Ooh, all of them red. Right. There we go. Let's have fun. That's the most important thing. Unfortunately, our round 1 hand is unkeepable, which is a real shame because we have 2 of the Dwarves. But I think this deck will mulligan quite well. based on nothing really. Okay, let's keep this and we'll get rid of the 5-drop. Again, we've got 2 of the dwarves looking good, 3 of the dwarves. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I'm almost a little disappointed to only have 4 dwarves, how weird that sounds, given how early we picked them all up. I think we had 4 dwarves at the beginning of pack 2, and then we didn't see another one. Opponent gets in for his obligatory 2. I can't see us not playing a dwarf and attacking here. I've changed my mind. I think we're going to have to kill that anyway, so I think we'll just go for it now. It's annoying, but it does mean we can play dwarf next turn and attack for 4. Out of nowhere as well. Mysterious Pathlighter is not my greatest problem here. This puts the opponent on a fair old clock, especially with the dragon discarding the extra land. We're in a pretty decent spot here. I mean, 1 removal spell changes everything. And I guess if the knight stays back here, and his mana stays up, then the +2/+2 trick, or any old trick really, looks dangerous. So I'd love to draw a Dragonfire or a Searing Blaze, which obviously I won't draw as I put to the bottom now I think about it. Opponent's thinking long and hard about what to do. I imagine panic. Panic at the power of the dwarves. 4 of them, yeah, right, well, I think we realise this is not going to go too well for us. I'm not going to attack. I'd rather just make him waste his turn, play a dragon, toss away my land, sorry. And we'll just go to his turn. Maybe a conservative move, but I've made him waste his turn there. I've expanded my board. If this happens every single turn, he can't win. So this looks nice. Now we can throw everything in there. I presume we'll be trading... Oh, no, we're not. I say, old boy. Get ourselves an ogre and play a land. So the opponent really needs to do something. Here we can attack with everything if he leaves it up. He's going to need something quite good to get out of this. He failed. GG's. On to the next one. Right, back again. Decent hand. Certainly good enough to keep. Especially as we're on the play. The Ogre Errants work particularly well with the Goblin Knight. It's nice to have a barge in, which we'll presumably use to kill this. Yeah, just somewhat lame as it is. It gets in 2 damage. I had nothing else to do that turn. Let's swing for 1 and draw ourselves a lovely little card. Nice little start here again. Opponent plays the Lonesome Unicorn. It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to attack with the 1/1 because it's just such a trivially easy block. And I'd rather keep it in play for the menace of the Ogre Errant, especially with a red cat melee in hand. We are looking to get in some serious damage next turn. If he can't kill the Ogre Errant, I think we are long ahead. Well, I'm saying long ahead. What's he got? I have forgotten a lot of the cards in this format. That is not one I'm particularly worried about. Opponent gets in for 4. That is fine. I'm thinking of just attacking with the Ogre Errant here, because I know it trades for both of this, but then I don't do anything with my turn. I don't want to attack with the Clockwork Servant, because if I just attack with these 2, it's pretty trivial easy block on the Servant with both of them. When I say trivial easy, it's not trivially easy, but it's not the most efficient turn. I think I'm just going to get in for 3 here. He'll take the 3, we'll play the Ogre Errant, leave up Red Cat melee, and then next turn we have quite an explosive attack. especially with him missing land drops. He'll need to hit something big here. And that's almost certainly going to die. And with that, I think he's dead. Don't need to play another land just yet. And this is proving to be a pretty lovely draft. 2 matches, 2 wins. See you in the next one. Hello again. You've caught me doing a... Well, I was trying to do a Ronnie Corbett impression, but that was absolutely abysmal. Caught me drinking a cup of tea for round 3. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice indeed. As is this hand, when my opponent plays turn 1 Witching Well. Yeah, never lucky. Oh, sometimes lucky. The opponent knows what's up. He's playing a very aggressive mono-red deck as well, one can only presume. I see no reason not to block here. We're a very reactive hand here, but I guess Sundering Stroke is the ace in the hole, or the shaved knuckle, as they'd say in the world of the Malazan Book of the Fallen. 7 dwarves. Well, my friend, this is interesting. I'm going to play my own dwarf. I'm probably getting a hit next turn. If he plays another dwarf, I'll kill that dwarf, swing for 2. There's a world where we get to play the Shield Breaker in artifact destruction mode and kill something with Dragonfly. We can kill a big card if he plays it. I say big, something with 4 health. Certainly merits to killing the dwarf there and then. But I can't think of anything, like Joust doesn't work. I can't think of anything fighty in red-black. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've been doing streamed or recorded Magic. Back in the Kaladesh days, I believe, was my zenith. I think I got 80 or something trophies. Red Cap Melee, I suppose, well, that does work. But no real problem yet. I don't know, I haven't fallen out of love with Magic or anything. I guess I wish I kept up the Scorching Dragonfire now. I think I'm just going to do it while he's tapped out. I don't see any reason not to. And I'll use the one that does the fewest points of damage. I wouldn't say fallen out with Magic, because I was fallen out of love. I'm just a bit busier these days, which is a shame, because and I suppose the whole situation with the pandemic in the world has stopped me going to events here and there, which I did for a while. I used to enjoy going to the odd Grand Prix. I used to enjoy drafting at Friday Night Magic, just going to play the obvious card here. And I think its losses felt pretty keenly. Online's a very different sort of experience. I love the collegiate attitude of just friendly Magic games. Now the 7 Dwarfs, he's on that plan as well. Opponent knows what's up, obviously. I guess I'm probably going to block the Knight in the interest of saving damage. I really don't want to let the... I really don't want to use my Slaying Fire on the 7 Dwarfs when I've got a Sundering Stroke in hand, admittedly 2 lands away. It's nice to have a little ace up the hole. Ace in the hole here. We'll take 2 and see what he plays. Red Cap Raiders. Well, I mean, I won't be killing it next turn with Sundering Stroke, so I may as well get rid of it here. 7 Dwarfs is fine. Again, I can still take a hit here. Given the sheer amount of 7 Dwarfs in my deck, in fact, I do have 11 life to play with and a Sundering Stroke that will kill 3 of his things, and the fact that he's killing it anyway, so I won't get a chance to block, leads me to not block. Opponent's deck looks pretty good. Let us not be mind rotted here, please. Embereth Paladin, that card I said was trash, maybe killing me here. Oh, I can't get rid of the stroke. So let's hope for nothing, literally nothing, or a creature that doesn't interact with the board. That would not be one of them. Good game indeed. On to the next one. 2 wins, 1 loss. Bit of a shame to lose the last one. I do think this is a strong deck. It really needs to play first. This is definitely a key. But I think that caused, I wouldn't say caused a loss there, but it was certainly one of the reasons we were bettered. Get the red cap started. Trail of Crumbs. This could go bad for us if it's a long game, because I presume we won't win a long one. I've got the Dragonfire for his first play. I'd rather he played a creature there, because our next turn now is going to be pretty wasted. As is, I guess we just make the red cap bigger and get in. And it gains some life there, so we knock him down to 17. I presume next turn will involve us dragon firing something and boosting the red cap. Aggressive mana base. Well, I was correct. Actually, I quite like barge in here. It's not the best use of mana, but it gets us in a bit of trample damage. We get to use the red cap. And of course, it's better to keep the Dragonfire. So I would be a lot more comfortable if he didn't have a life-gaining card in his hand, really, with the, not card in his hand, but with this Trail of Crumbs, because then I just feel the Sundering Stroke is going to finish him right off. My delay is because I'm working out if I'm going to do barge in here, or if I'm just going to play the Searing Barrage, which seems likely. If we barge in, he'll block here, I guess. Then we barge in, he takes 5. If you barge in, he blocks here, he takes a bit more. I think this weighs 5. And he loses this. I don't particularly like this. I think we could probably get something better with it, but he's down to 7. We have a Sundering Stroke in hand. If he spends his mana to create clues and then crack them, and then use the ability of Trail of Crumbs to grow his hand, I feel like our on-board position gets stronger and stronger. Ideal scenario here, obviously, is a 3 health creature, Deathless Knight. I'd love to see a Deathless Knight. I think we just win on the spot. Oh, he needs to do something anyway. Embret Shieldbreaker. And Giant Opportunity, fantastic. I think that means we just win, right? So we get 7 exactly. Lovely, bloomin' jubbly, as Ronnie Corbett would say. What a win for them everywhere. He probably wouldn't, but I did. Good game. On to the next one. Okay, going for win 4 here against SDA. Sounds like a cross between STD and an NDA. Another decent hand. We've got the red cap. We've got our expensive card we don't cast. We've got the 4 mana 5/5. And we've got a rather suspect cup of tea. I'd rather develop the 1/1. These bargains are looking pretty nice right now. They actually performed as well as I'd hope. Improbable Alliance is pretty bad for me. So getting all the going's good. Second Improbable Alliance. Don't opt, bro. Oh no! Oh wow, that was pretty good. I can't see us winning this one. I mean, I guess we have to attack. We can't just sit here. If we get him to 7, we're in luck. I question here is, do I just do more damage? Do I do 4 damage to him? Or do I play the red card? I think I do 4 damage. I mean, he's scryed to the top, so I can't imagine this red cap's going to be long for this world. Oh my golly gosh. Not much to think about here, really, is there? Corridor Monitor is an annoying card. Is it 6 mana? Yeah, 6 mana to draw. And discard, but one imagines he'll have something here, yeah. That'll do it. So we're going to need what we in the secular world call a miracle here. On the upside, lots of artifacts to kill, aren't there? Well, that's a start to how we win. We're going to need a lot of lands. We're going to need opponent to draw, not lands, because they'd be good from here. We need opponent to draw actual... Okay, we need opponent to be found cheating. We need opponent to be Fabio Anteri, whatever his name was. Then we're in with the chance. Moonlit Scavengers. You know what? That's better than him creating 3/1/1s for us. I think it would be an insult to this opponent to play any longer, so I will concede graciously. Right, 2 dwarves, not bad. Our Sundering Stroke isn't looking like the master stroke I envisioned quite yet. Could be bad for us. But getting in some nice early damage never hurts. I like this. I presume he has to block. And take 4. Okay, so it's a decent start. I'm happy I am, in my weird Welsh accent. I'd love another dwarf. I'm presuming, yeah, this is going to start the Edgewell train now, but still a decent amount of damage. We're getting in 6 here. Dragon's not the greatest draw at all. Does he jump? No, he does not. Well, a land next turn puts us in pretty good shape. It might put us in... We might be in decent shape already with a barge in plus a pump. Opponent's drawing extra cards with his innkeeper, but he can't faff around with them forever. No, the opponent has missed his land drop. Puts us in an interesting position. I think... Yeah, and I don't really want to do anything here. He's got several, he's got 6 spells in hand. One imagines there'll be some interaction. I know he can crack his clue. We could just attack with the 2 dwarves, because barge in means we actually have some ability to interact if he does something which requires a response. I don't want to get him with the red caps. It just forces us to, well, it basically makes our play telegraphed. I presume there's going to be something here on a dwarf, maybe the one that's unblocked. Okay. So as it stands, this is looking pretty good for us. But he seems to be interacting somehow. Outflank. Okay, so we're trading. Not the worst interaction, not the best interaction. We unfortunately gave him a chance to use his cards, but we're still in a pretty good position here. Giant Killer. Ooh, that's a desperation move, if there was one. Opponent draws. Ooh, the barrage is nice. I think I'm going to attack just with the dwarves here, because I really don't want to I don't want to force myself into red cap. I think he's going to take it and draw 2. Sorry, take and heal himself for 2. If he doesn't, then I presume we're going to get Garen Brig Carvered again here, which is okay. He's still not drawing a land. Or is he going to just take it? Yes, he is. Okay, so he opponent goes down to 8. We're going to play the Ogre Errant here because it threatens more damage. And we just need to get him down a little bit more. At some point he's going to draw a land for this Carver and stabilise the board. Or whatever 4-mana play he's got in his hand. He's presumably got quite a few things to do. Shepherd of the Flock. Okay, fine with that. Do we play the 7 Dwarves or do we attack? Personally, I think we attack for 3. Just trying to think what the obvious blocks are. So if we play the 7 Dwarves, this gets in for 3. It gets blocked by the Shepherd. The Ogre probably damage gets taken, and they probably block here. So I think that's alright, because then we can probably get him for 2 next turn. And then he's dead to Searing Barrage. So I think he's going to go down to 5 here. I mean, it's pretty sucky for him, but needs must. The opponent's been very unlucky with his not drawing lands despite drawing extra cards here, so the opponent does fall to 5. We have him pretty dead, to be brutally honest, and now he finally draws his land, but it's probably too late. Unless it's a 4-mana Wrath, I forget. Which I don't think so. So we may have been a little unlucky to lose one of the last few, but I feel we've more than had our luck back here. Rider, sure. I think we're just going to Scorching Dragonfire and go for it. None of the tricks involving creatures saves that. He just needs to take 2 damage here, then we're in a winning position. Oh, he's probably got the tap thing. Yep, right, okay, that's fine. Again, opponent's got a really sweet looking adventure deck. I do think he's just been a little bit screwed over here. The Youthful Knight and the Tactician, so he is dead to a land. Or that. Is he? No, not really. Interesting play. I can't attack with both, that's foolish. I think I just attack with the Errant to trade with the Tactician, then play the Dragon, and not get rid of a card. There's no way this doesn't get double blocked. Maybe I take the greedy route and just kill both. Yeah, maybe that is the right play. Just need a hit in his face with something. I actually quite like opponent's line if he just takes this, because surely he can't really beat anything at this point, so I guess he's just got to assume I've got nothing. It looks like he's double blocking though. I'm not really a fan of the red cap melee, but then we've got 2 creatures to his 0, as opposed to 2 creatures to his 1 with the dragon. Alright, I've talked myself into it. And attacking with the dwarf didn't really do much there anyway, because he'd just blocked it with the knight. And if we'd have used red cap melee before, he'd have Just taken 3 from the errant and blocked the dwarves with whichever one I didn't kill. So we're looking alright still. Our 17, so maybe 17 lands was better in this deck, but that could just be me drawing fewer lands than I'd like and being results oriented. I still think the opponent's been very unlucky. He's drawing his lands now. Lovestruck Beast, that's an interesting one. Okay. The opponent's got one hell of a deck. Let's go for the dragon, no discard. And now we just need to dodge life gain, I guess, or flyers. Well, we can kill whatever flyer he puts out, assuming we hit a land. He's a virtual 2. Okay, that's not too bad for us, because he's dead to a land. Cool. Keep developing. I say as if I had a choice. I don't believe this is a knight, is it? No. Opponent plays the Arch on the Absolution. And we go for it, I guess. Killing this bad boy. The opponent's got something. It needs to be out. Well, he's not going to be able to save this, I don't think. Maybe, the Shepherd here. Shepherd gets us pretty decent. Right, so I think he's... Okay, so if he's got outflank, he stays alive and we go to 1 creature against his 1. The reason I attack is I really... Yeah, he might have it. Yes, he does. Oh, no, he doesn't. Good game. Whew. Can't believe we crept over the line there. I was babbling. On to the next. Okay, I believe we're going for win number 5 here. We've got another goodish hand. Not quite sure what this 96% means, so anyone can enlighten me in the comments, please do. We are going first, which helps immeasurably with a deck like this. I think we're probably just going to run out the Shield Breaker on turn 2. Maybe we'll think twice if opponent plays a blue mana, given that blue is the colour of the artifacts, but we'd need to put some pressure on. Yeah, we've got another one if an artifact comes out. And it does give us something to use our barge in on, albeit not a trampler. Black green, a very good colour combination in this set. I think one of my favourites, the food decks. But we're looking well set up here. Curious pair. Well, about telegraphing the attack, but there we go. Shall we be telegraphing this one? I know that was never in doubt what I was going to do there, but my favourite thing, well, it's also never in doubt, it's dying now, but one of my favourite things in Magic is just not attacking when the opponent leaves that mana. Yeah, one of my least favourite things in Magic is losing to a Murderous Rider. That changes everything. Looking pretty difficult from here, especially if the opponent's drawing extra cards. Instead of taking extra damage helps. Left at the wrong mana automatically. Getting my 2 points of damage, he'll probably block now. Thinking I'll stop his move, I'll stop his turn 5, his big turn 5 play. Alas, there was no big turn 5 play. We're going to get him done 10 next turn, I think. Ooh, yeah. Oh, but for this card back. Okay. I don't think I'm going to attack because it's just a catastrophe. Even if he gets this boy out. Sorry, my point being, if I attack here, if he attacked with this into my board there, I'd just trade with one of the rats. So I'll discard and probably keep it in hand. I don't need a 7th mana unless I draw the Sundering Strike. My opponent's going to get in here. He's probably going to outmuscle now it looks at it. How it looks at the moment. As I can't see him just attack. Oh, the Great Henge. Well, good job I used my Emperor Shield Breaker early. Tight technical play. Shield Breaker. Never lucky. Right, attack with both. And I believe my play here is hoping for the best. Namely, hoping for another Shield Breaker. Scorching Dragonfire will do. Not particularly good here, and we're miles and miles and miles behind, but we can at least mount some sort of attack. Maybe we can surprise him with Sundering Strike if I don't discard all my lands before then. Opponent has a lot of mana and a lot of good cards, many of which are artifacts. I'll rephrase that, all of which are artifacts. There go my cards, and we're pretty much dead. Fucking hell. What's up with this deck? What up with that? Well, I can't afford to give him any life, so I shan't be doing that. I don't think he'll attack. But what do I know? Some pretty ludicrous cards being played here. So we're getting in with everything. Get rid of the melee because it's useless. 7 dwarves, equally useless. We're not technically dead here. We can triple chump and go to 1. I suppose we can tap it. Don't want to do that. Opponent can play pretty much whatever he wants and go up to 11. So I think we're fighting a losing battle here. It's fair to say. I suppose buying us a bit of time. Let's see what rare is the opponent going to play next. Is Ugin in this set? I mean, it might not be for most people, but for Hadouken Harry, I sense an Ugin's in his future. Tempting Witch. It's quite a rare. Gets him more life gain. And now you can play the Reaper. Or the Rider. Big 3/4 lifelink. And the Paladin. We are fucked, boys. Oh, unless we draw Red Cap Raiders. No, not unless of that. Ooh, and well, that would be the screen crashing. Excuse me while I restart. Okay, we're back. So that's the new benefit of Magic Online, of Magic Arena. If you know you're going to lose, it will automatically break the game for you, just to give you better chance to quit. Unless we somehow discard into... I suppose we can carry on with this. I can't really think of what card we could have drawn there that would have worked out well for us. Sling Fly is one of the better ones. We're still so far behind. If I was watching this video now, I'd have skipped to the end. But see, another Lockwing Paladin. So we can tap down the troll. Basically, I just need to set up that I win by doing 7 to the face, but I just can't see how that works here either. The opponent's going for the big heave-ho. I mean, Slaying Fire buys me some thing. Not much, though. Okay, so let's kill the Rider. Or let's try and kill the rider. And double block the... Oh no, we are dead because he just sacks this. Well, oh no, hold on. All is not lost. We have a play that doesn't involve us dying here. That leaves us drawing to our 0 outs a little longer. Again, just feel free to skip this bit. Oh, he's killed the Lock Dragon. That's important for him there. That was an important move. It's like his second Enchanted Courage. On the upside, thank God I played that 2-mana 2-1. My friends, we've come to the end. Thank you for watching. I think we got 3, 4, or 5 wins, which is pretty crap to be honest. But we had some fun. Please do watch the next video, which will be quite soon, as I'm in a magic mode. I'm going to do some more. But for this one, this mono red beatdown, we lost miserably and failed once more. Thanks for your time. See you again soon.